doing out there today. So what you're seeing is the interchange right here at Route 8 and 422. This is going to be our launching point. Let's go ahead and that broke, so throw that away. It's going to be our launching point for today's Lake Effect Snow Chase. So we're going to be heading north of Butler County, and I mean, quite honestly, it doesn't really show on the radar. I kind of want to change the radar up a little bit, make it a little more friendly to look at. Split it, and then we're going MRMS. That's the VIL, and we'll go to preset mode. So there are these lake effect snow bands coming around, and you can actually see that on the radar feed right there. With the, there we go, the precip type turned on. That's reflectivity, that's the precip type. And we're going to be going out towards Youngstown to start today, so we're going to be going out towards 422 West. And, you know, we're just going to try to make a good push out of it today. We didn't really have that much of an early start. So we see these snow showers coming in, but the snow is actually much heavier and much harder further up. Friend of the channel, Tyler. We'll adjust it to right there. I'll show you a little bit of what we're looking at, just trying to get everything squared away as we start out on our journey today. We'll be looking at lake effect snows along the Pennsylvania and Ohio borderland regions. We could cross over into Ohio. Like I said, Youngstown looks like our first little bit of a target there, and 422 west to Youngstown will provide us with enough top-off points to navigate anywhere. Currently, we can also take a look here. I might be able to pull it up on the radar. We're under a mesoscale discussion up here. Snow squall conditions being possible as a secondary cold front moves in off of Lake Erie. Moderate to briefly heavy snowfall and strong wind gusts will lead to reduced visibility of this activity. And snow squalls, you know, nothing to play with. I know they're winter, but please bear in mind that historically winter weather kills far more people every year than severe weather events. Got the heat in the truck running, and got the heat in the truck working. I had to fix the heat in truck 2 a couple of days ago at work and pop the thermostat. I really should go get my money back because that thermostat's only 10 months old. That's well under warranty. It's sitting in the floorboard. I'll do it eventually. You're going to pull up your main exterior scene for the drive. So I'm seeing some pretty good snow blowing. It's not really, it's very powdery. It is laying down on the road. Lots of visibility. Most of the visibility. There we go. Every time I go to say something, my GPS thinks I'm talking to it and it starts yelling at me. Do I have audio? Do I have audio back now? Because it was on one of the webcam things and I don't even think it had audio at all. Audio check, audio check. What about now? There we go. Check one, check one, check one. All right, please give me a feedback on my audio. Just made a bunch of adjustments.
That's better.
Yeah, these mics are garbage. Oh, Rode is the best microphone ever made. Yeah, they're trash. Fucking trash. I'm almost tempted to have to drop $400 for a Sennheiser.
It's better, I bet.
No, I know what it sounds like. It sounds like garbage from a shotgun mic. I don't know what the codecs are doing. It's really weird. It's really, really weird because everybody can get great performance out of their Rode mics except apparently me. So it's going to pick up every bit of Rode noise in 3 words of what I'm saying. Wonder if doing a lav mic, like an interconnected lav mic, would help this out a lot more. I know the road noise is coming in over everything else. I know that. It's supposed to filter that shit out, and it doesn't. It filters me out and listens to the road noise. Sucks. I don't know. Make it a Sennheiser or I've got one more mounting ball up here. Just bolt a Shure 427B into the ceiling and connect it with an XLR cable and it would be perfect. Well, in theory it would be perfect. For me, it would break immediately. I think it's a 20-second skip. I think that's what it is. It's a 20-second post skip. Oddly enough, and this is going to sound like the dumbest thing in the world, but oddly enough, in Pittsburgh a couple of weeks ago, I was streaming off of a phone and literally using the phone, and it was coming from her. I mean, I'm wondering if I could pop up the NDI mic and use that same phone, because that's what I could do. Let me see what that is. pot that a little bit because it's probably not helping. Alright, how are we looking there? Is that any better? Baseline, check on baseline. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. A little constant by a two-way radio. Very good. Just start counting down. It's snowing and icy, and every row with a giant truck is trying to roar me.
Loudest thing now.
All right, how are we doing with that one? Test 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. How are we sounding now? I just had to modify a bunch of stuff.
Sounds better, I think. Try, give me another check because there's some lag when we get to the stream. I think you were at a bad spot for reception.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Sibilance. Audio reference.
I hear you a lot better. I don't know if there's anything that can be done to filter out that road noise, but you're a lot more clear now.
In this truck, I think the only thing I can do to filter out the road noise is to either use a phone, which I'm doing right now but doesn't seem to be working, or drop $500 on a Shure microphone. So I don't know.
At least I can hear what you're saying now.
There we go. Okay, so sorry for the audio reference problems earlier in the broadcast there. We just had to spend 20 minutes hashing that out. Sorry about that, everyone. So currently we're headed towards Youngstown, Ohio. Headed towards Youngstown. We are going after some lake effect snow, and while we have some persistent snow in this region right now, what I'm really looking for is the lake effect, which is going to be further out. And I'm just trying to get my radar settings right now. I'm going to switch to composite. Split view. Let's move our secondary map from VIL to precip type. We've already done that with the on-screen radar. And I'm going to give you a little view of that, just to show you what we're dealing with. there's the mapping, there's the precipitation typing. You can see on reflectivity the intensity of some of those bands up there. And this is going to continue to get worse over the next little bit into the evening hours. That's what we're looking for. Yeah, we're headed west. We're headed west into set for precip type actually, and I'm gonna say we're headed west into Ohio. Not gonna be a whole lot going on for the next little bit until we get into some of these snow squalls and lake effect bands. There are still active snow squall warnings up along the Cleveland, Ashtabula to Erie, Lake Erie Lakeshore. We'll be right here with you. If we get anything, I'll pop right in. right, everybody. Just to let you know what's going on. We're gonna let you know what's going on here. Hope the audio is good. Maybe I'll peg that right there. How's that? So, we're currently on 422 West. We're in Lawrence County, Pennsylvania. We are just southwest of Newcastle, and we're headed for Youngstown, Ohio. We are heading into the MD, into the mesoscale discussion area, which you can see outlined right here by the bluish purple line just to our north, which is where they're expecting snow squalls of significance to occur. Kind of rethinking YT, we could just go to Bill Millington. How you doing, bud? Good to have you on the program. Good to have you on the channel out there in the chat tonight. How are you, bud? Haven't been to Finleyville here lately. The only man I know that cannot leave Finleyville all year and still get 4 tornadoes. We're headed in right now, man. Let's just take a look at that radar mapping up there, and that's going to be precipitation typing, the composite radar. We'll kind of switch over to reflectivity just to show you where the bulk of the stuff actually is. So that's kind of why we're headed to Youngstown and points north and northwest from there. That's all going to be blowing through, and that wrapped. Okay, hang on 1 second, everybody. Justin Selig just hit with a blast. Okay. There is currently a multi-vehicle pileup on I-80 at exit 70 outside of Clarion, Pennsylvania, eastbound. A snow squall moved through this portion of the interstate, reducing visibility and allowing for a rapid onset of slippery conditions. Unfortunately, this has led to a pretty nasty crash. All right, so that's out near Clarion. This is out near Clarion, which is going to be on Interstate 80, about 25 miles to our east. So I'm wondering how far that interstate's going to back up. So maybe when I get up within scraping distance of 80, I'm not going to get on 80. Maybe I'll get on 11 and go north into the action zone. Maybe we can go west on 80 a little bit towards Cleveland and then head north. We'll figure that out as we go along. We'll figure that out as we get there. We will figure that out as we get there. Bill's over sickness, but other than that, doing good. Yeah, good to hear, Bill. A lot of people got sick. A lot of people got sick over the holidays. Yeah, that's a pretty big accident over there. Exit 60, PA 66, North Shippensville, and exit 70, 322, Strattonville. I know exactly where that is. I know exactly where that is. All right, we're going to continue on with our drive. And feel free to pop into the chat. Bill Mill on the Hill from Finleyville is in the chat on YouTube. Moderator TJ in the chat on YouTube. And you can also, of course, catch us YouTube, Facebook, X, Twitch, Kick and Trovo, as well as in the CDN, the Livestorms Media CDN. All you news media agencies, you can purchase this live stream to show on your product. And if you do not have access to the CDN, contact Brett at livestormsmedia.com. He'll be more than happy to get you in there. Of course, you can also watch this on hascams.com, livestormchasing.com, and in the WeatherWise app. One of our sponsors, weatherwise.app, the very best radar and meteorology app that there is. Man, can't thank them enough for what they're doing for the channel here. Of course, this feed today is brought to you directly sponsored by mobilemusthave.com, Roamlink by mobilemusthave.com. We're running a Starlink Mini as a WAN off of a Peplink BR1 Mini 5G router, and our friends at Roamlink by Mobile Must Have is aggregating that signal of all the major cell signal providers into one solid data pipe, which is being bonded to the Starlink. What's the highest gust you got in your area? I don't even know. I know my personal weather station at the house, one of them read 28 miles per hour today. But those aren't actually in a good position to get wind. I live in an apartment, so you kind of got to put the weather station where you can. We've mentioned it on the channel, on the YouTube channel. We currently are looking for an actual house. And that would change things up significantly. I'd be able to do a rooftopper with a tower. I'd be able to do all types of stuff with weather stations then. Wish I knew, Bill. Wish I knew. High winds were a story today during the frontal passage. Now we're going to be dealing with secondary cold front pushing in off of Lake Erie. Not as if it doesn't look like a winter wonderland out here already on its own. We are out in Truck 1 today. Truck 1, the 2005 Jeep Grand Cherokee. Truck 1 has been a phenomenal winter soldier. It really has. Can't complain at all. .38 miles per hour off my weather station. I got a pile of Christmas decorations in my yard from the neighborhood. Oh, look, this bridge is closed, so we'll just take 108 to the west. We'll just take 108 to the west. Man, it's always funny when you get a big pile of someone else's stuff in your yard. I see 422 business over there. Junction with 422 business. And the 422 business should lead us back to 422 proper. I should have just taken 422 around the city, but I get a chance to see Newcastle, you know. Business west to the right here. We got off of it for a little bit. We'll get back on it. We got the snow coming down. I don't know how readily visible that is in the camera there, but it's definitely coming down. It's definitely there. So we go past Palladino's Muffler, the Dollar Tree, and Family Dollar. Checked the Windy app, and today Pitt was reporting sustained winds in the high I don't want to go here. In the high teens, and gusts around 31 to 32 from what I saw. Yeah, it's about on par. That's about on par with what we were looking for today. I understand that south of Allegheny County, the winds got pretty high up in the ridges. But Bill lives down there, 38, so makes sense. Makes sense. Makes sense. I know out in Altoona they were talking about wind gusts in the 60s, which would have been ridiculous had I gone to that. Let's take this one right here. This is 422 business leading out. Eventually comes back across 422. Up to 49 viewers on the channel right now. Thank you, everybody. Thank you so much. You know, it really is viewers like you that, you know, not to be the public television thing here, but it really is viewers like you that keep us going on the social media. Big time. Continue our drive towards Youngstown. And look at that. We're going to be getting into it here soon. As we get further towards the north. Yeah, the audio's good. This is off of the NDI mic. There was a report of a 50-mile-per-hour gust in 84. Yeah, could definitely see that. Those areas out there are in the ridges, up on the mountainsides. So you're going to get a lot of high pressure, high flow wind going across those areas. Man, I wish I would have gone on 422 through instead of 422 business. I love waiting behind the bus and people that won't pass the bus. Please pass the bus. There you go. Put it on the Pennsylvania Bank. A Nissan Altima with a pop gas door and a dented bumper. Yes, it can go. We're getting a look at these residential neighborhoods, the houses in the snow, you know. You should have known. Never take the business route. Yeah, no, I always get confused down here as to which fork is the business route because the signage is actually confusing. And as long as I've been driving up here, I can never quite get that one right. I always take the wrong one no matter which one I'm looking for. That's okay though, that's okay. With these residential neighborhoods in the snow, you get a look at street surface level conditions. It's not too bad, it's not too bad. Not an emergency, like yesterday would have been. I was considering going on the severe and tornado warned stuff. I was going on the severe and tornado warned stuff in Illinois and Indiana, and we were planning on it right up to the end, and then the confidence just kind of fell apart on anything solid from it. And there was a couple of tornado reports. There was, I think, 8 houses were heavily damaged by a tornado near Mount Zion. I didn't hear any other damage or anything else about any of the other tornadoes, which I think there were 3. However, the ground speeds were insanity. They were moving over 70 miles per hour. I think Luke Zim got the only video of one of the tornadoes that I saw where you could clearly tell it was a tornado. And it was 25 feet. They crossed the street 25 feet in front of them, more or less, and booked it out past the field. That thing had to have been stroking 75, 80 miles per hour as a ground speed. That's not my idea of a good time. I heard Vince say it earlier on his stream, days like that, they're hard to chase and they're not that fun. You get caught in the bathroom at the wrong time, or you take 2.5 minutes longer than you needed to at a gas station, and you're playing catch up the rest of the day. So, absolutely right. I'm getting out into the rural areas. Just crossed over 395. As long as we're heading west or north or northwest, we'll go to the right place. And this should drop us in to the northwest of Newcastle. There's a route out there. I want to say it's 224. And that should drop us there, and then we can take that into Boardman. There's a little bit of banding effect going on out there right now. I can see it on the radar. Yeah. A little bit of snow fog in the valley here. Anybody else see the cool custom thumbnail on YouTube? I wheeled that back out for this year. It's got the old logo on it, but I can make another.
Down at that St. Williams Champion. Across the road, you can
always stop. Might as well put up a sign that says not a stop sign.
Turn around and keep that plow.
ODOT's running the plows heavy already.
South, and you go 445.
Okay, so we know we're not taking Interstate 80 to the east. In any case, we can operate inside of Ohio if we really want to get up to Erie. We can operate inside of Ohio and then go over to I-90. Yep, here's 224. we have the world's most pensive front-wheel drive Honda minivan driver sitting over there that will not go. Well, if they're not going to go, I'm going to take the next swing. Wires hanging off the poles there. Yeah, we got an attenuator truck from a private company there. Oh, come on with the drip, drip, drip. At least the guy in the Honda went, so he won't plow into my side door when I go. Over to 224. They do that a lot out here with the number play. Oh, thanks for throwing your signal on at the last possible second and slowing down. I mean, people don't know how to drive when it snows. I am convinced of that. They do not know how to drive when it snows. There you go. That guy gave me the flash. Winds are picking up out here. We're outside of Hillsville, Ohio. Snow surf up here. You got some pretty good winds. Another night, another snowstorm. Some things never change. This is one of those things. You people who listen to A7X, you know, back in the day, darkness surrounds children, fuck! You know. West of 224 out this way. I remember I shot a look live. Out here one time. About 2 years ago. Snowing, just pouring snow. I got it to Steve Glazier at Weather Nation and said, hey, if you guys want something, here you go. And they never aired it. Old Steve is doing local TV now up in Connecticut. Him and Karen both moved up there. So I would hope so. They're a married couple. Let's see. Cross back over here, 224 South 551. So we're going to be getting into Ohio here. Just a little bit. I think I've actually chased severe before. We had one that was trying to produce a tornado. I want to say that was in October of 23? Yeah. I want to say that was October of 23. We came out here. I came out here and met in the field with Josh Brinker and Mike Scarage, Pennsylvania storm trackers, and we watched it in the field. It was really trying. It couldn't get itself together. And we wound up on this causeway bridge over a reservoir with Jaden Pappenheim on the other side. There's my windshield cracking a little more. Steve like that. Oh, me and Steve joke about that all the time. I still talk to Steve. Me and Steve still joke about that all the time. It's okay. It's my fault for not taking the initiative. I might just go ahead and call Rob Schwartz. I gotta get my demo reel together and call Rob Schwartz. Hey, can I have a job, please? Yeah, no, that wasn't Steve's job. Just been trying to reestablish, and maintain relationship links with all the media agencies here lately. It's been a little difficult because it's been so slow. It's been so hideously slow. I got hired as a contractor to work hurricanes for 2025 with Weather Nation TV with Will Nunley. And man, we did ops planning on that. We had all types of stuff running for that. And then we had no mainland hurricane impacts at all for the entirety of 2025. So, you know, just my luck. That's my luck. Although from what I understand, I'm still retained for next year. So, you know, we'll see what happens. I got to get my support staff beefed up before that. Particularly PAs. I've got moderators, I've got co-pilots, I've got administrative people, I've got a meteorologist, I've got a winter weather specialist, I've got a co-pilot. I don't have PAs, and I need them. See PennDOT up here. They're making the turnaround. They're almost out of territory. So we are very quickly running out of Pennsylvania to be in. Full load of salt. Looks like they're loaded for bear over there. They got the wing plow. They got the front plow. Full bed of salt. Here, I'm going to go ahead and turn my actual recording camera on. So I'm going to start getting some footage as the sun goes down. This is pretty good. There we go. I'll get kind of back from them a little bit, but I'll stay there. Actually, I'll get some footage here, and then I'll let them get a little further up on me. Logo first.